שבטחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבטחים גם יחד, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבטחים גם יחד, מה טוב ומה נעים, שבטחים גם יחד, הנה 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 מה טוב ומה נעים, שבטחים גם יחד. שבת שלום.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
It's wonderful to see so many folks here tonight, some familiar faces and some new faces, some faces that we haven't seen before. The words that Cantor Davidson just sang, Hinei ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. How good and pleasant it is to be here together when we come together as brothers and sisters, to enter into the peace and quiet, the serenity, the joy, the celebration of Shabbat, of the Sabbath. So a number of special welcomes will just begin right here. It's a privilege to welcome Sosteni and his family, who will be hearing from him a little bit later on in our service tonight. It's wonderful to have all of you here tonight, and welcome back. A very special mazel tov to Sarah and her family. Sarah's going to become bat mitzvah tomorrow, and we're really thrilled to be able to celebrate with you. And I know that your papa is really glad to be sitting on the bima tonight. It's a privilege of board service, Steve, right? So,
right.
You get to say the announcements, and you get to congratulate someone in your own family. It's also great to Matthew, be good. A special welcome also. We have some of our friends from the Salvation Army campus here. Some future cadets or current cadets? I need the terminology. Current cadets, and who are here as oftentimes over the course of the year, we have welcomed our friends who are setting up at the Salvation Army campus off of Hawthorne Boulevard, so it's great to have you here as well. And any folks who are new here or haven't been here for a bit, it's great to see everyone, so Shabbat Shalom. Our service continues on page 121 in the prayer book in front of you, and a pleasure to invite Sarah and Lori and Riva and Raquel to come up and light the Shabbos candles. Close.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Eloheinu להדליק נר של שבת.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the lights of Shabbat.
Amen. Shabbat shalom and mazel tov.
Sarah, you're going to come over here. A warning, this is the real stuff in here, okay? Just keep that in mind, so. On page 123, the sweet Kiddush wine reminds us of the sweetness of Shabbat and all that this day can offer. I invite you to please stand as we join together, page 123.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu ושבת קודשו באהבה וברצון הנחילנו זיכרון למעשה וראשית כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש זכר לציית מצרים כיוונו בחרת אותנו קידשת מכל העמים בשבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת אמן. לחיים.
Chaim.
Can't let it go to waste.
Oh, yes, you can. Before we continue, just please take a moment to reach out to those who are around you and wish your neighbors and guests around a Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat.
That was nice. Thanks.
Thank you.
I'm glad you heard to do that.
Oh, no, no, wait, no. No, the kids always do Kiddush. The kids always do Kiddush.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they often get the Kiddush cup tonight.
How are you doing?
Cantor, what happened here? Like they sat themselves? They stopped talking themselves?
Who are these people?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think we can go home.
On page 131, we're continuing to offer psalms of Shabbat as we enter into this joyful time together. Shir Ladonai, Shir Chadash, sing a new song unto God.
שירו לאדוני כל הארץ שירו לאדוני שיר חדש שירו לאדוני כל הארץ Sing on unto God, all the earth, a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God, and we'll all sing along. All the earth, a new song unto God. Shiru l'Adonai, kol haaretz. Shiru l'Adonai, shir chadash. I will sing unto God a new song.
On pages 138 and 139, every Friday night as we gather in our synagogues, we welcome the Sabbath bride into our midst. It is as if we are celebrating a wedding, a reunion, a union of the people Israel and Sabbath and Shabbat, the presence of the bride. So we sing these words together: beloved, come meet the bride. Beloved, come greet Shabbat, with verses 1, 2, 5, and 9.
לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה, מראש מקדם נסוכה, זאת מעשה במחשבה תחילת. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי, 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 שיר דברי, כבורני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
Stand to greet the Sabbath bride.
בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך גדולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
On the back of the service handout are the words that enter us into this time of prayer, of Baruch Hu. Make sure that we are awake and prepared to enter into this time together.
Yalla lai lai lai, 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 yalla lai lai lai. Am I awake? Am I Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed Le'olam Va'ed Yalalai lai lai 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 Yalalai lai lai.
On page 149, we offer this interpretation of our evening prayer, the Ma'ariv Arivim prayer. I invite you to join me at the top of page 149. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans into infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, Ma'ariv Arivim. And the bottom of page 151. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Le'olam Va'ed.
You can be seated. We continue on page 154.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. אמת פרקזות וגם עלינו גרלם
We are at the bottom of page 156. All this we hold to be true and trustworthy for us. You alone are our God, and we are Israel, your people. You are our sovereign and Savior, who delivers us from oppressors' hands and saves us from tyrants' fists. You work wonders without number, marvels beyond count. You give us life and steady our footsteps. You perform miracles for us before Pharaoh, signs and wonders in the land of the Egyptians. You led your people Israel out from the mists to freedom for all time. When your children witnessed your dominance, they praised your name in gratitude, and they accepted your sovereignty. Moses, Miriam, and all Israel sang to you together, lifting their voices joyously.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף אלי, נורא תהילות אוסף אלי. מלכותך ראו בניך, וכהים לבני משה. זה לי אנו ויאמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר, כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל.
Hashkivenu is our prayer for the evening. You'll be able to sing along with us in a moment, the back of the service handout. And it's a prayer that asks God to shelter us from harm, from all bad things that may come our way, from things that may cause us stress or anxiety. For most of this past week, I was on retreat up at Brandeis Bardeen Institute up in Simi Valley. And for 4 days, I didn't read emails, I didn't look at the news, I didn't post things on Facebook. I just really had this really extended hashkivenu, this time of shelter and protection and sort of disappearance from the world. Is the government back open again? Because when I left, it was shut down. So I don't know. I didn't even read the paper today. I kid you not. So
For now.
For now. But most of us don't have that opportunity just to retreat for 4 days and to get out of this world. We live in this world all the time. That's why it's so important at the end of the night to share these prayers. These are prayers that we share with our children, that we share with one another, that we need for ourselves, asking God simply to shelter us, to protect us, to restore us so we can meet tomorrow, refreshed, renewed, undaunted, to see whatever may come our way. We sing together.
Eloheinu leshalom, ve'hamidenu תעמידנו מלכנו לחיים. ברוך אתה אדוני הפורס וקדשנו עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, page 162, לעשות את השבת לדורותם. ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש.
I spent some time this past week immersed in the words of Rabbi Nachman of Bratslav. And he teaches us a lot about prayer, how to pray, where to pray, how we should be able to connect in our prayer. And he suggests this: while praying, listen to the words very carefully. When your heart is attentive, your entire being enters your prayer without your having to force it. So as we enter into our time of prayer together, the 7 blessings of the Tefillah, some words that we'll say together. Listen carefully to those words. Make sure your heart is attentive. Then after we're done with those 3 blessings together, you'll have the opportunity to pray the words of our tradition through page 181, or simply turn inward and listen to the prayers that come from your heart. We continue on page 164. Please stand if you are able as we continue together.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agiti latecha. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agiti latecha. Yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai. Yalla lai lai lai, 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 yalla lai lai lai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu ve'imoteinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע. משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים. סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלע. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Please pray silently the words of our tradition through page 181, the words that come to the heart. Please be seated when you are finished.
יהיו לרצון אמרי פי אמרי פי, והגיון ליבי לפניך. יהיו לרצון אמרי פי אמרי פי, והגיון ליבי לפניך. אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי וגואלי. אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי, אדוני צורי וגואלי. May the words of my mouth, the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, God. Yehiyu leratzonim refim refim ve'yon libi lefanecha. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri ve'goali. Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri, Adonai tzuri ve'goali. Yehiyu leratzon im refim refim והגיון ליבי לפניך.
In just a moment, we will continue with our Torah service. Tonight is called Shabbat Shirah, Sabbath of Song. It is when we celebrate the crossing of the Sea of Reeds and the song at the sea that was sung at the other side when the Israelites found their way finally to freedom. And you'll notice a different trope that Cantor Davidson will use tonight when he chants these words. And when I lift the Torah, you will also see the different way that the words are printed and written in the Torah. Tonight is also the night when we celebrate those who are celebrating birthdays and anniversaries in this month of January. And I have the sheet right here. So if your name was on the sheet, I expect you to be here when we get called for the Aliyah. If you'd like, while we are marching the Torah around, to grab a talit if it is your custom, so that you are prepared when you come up. And if your name isn't on the list, if you are celebrating a birthday or anniversary, you don't know if it's here or not, just please, when you are called to the Torah, please do come up so we can honor you and bless you for this special moment in your lives. We continue on page 362. Page 362.
אין כמוך ואלוהים אדוני, ואין כמעשיך, מלכותך מלכות כל עולמים, וממשלתך בכל דור ודור. אדוני מלך, אדוני מלך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. אדוני עוז לעמו ייתן, אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום. אב הרחמים, היטיב אף רצונך את ציון, תבנה חומות ירושלים, תבנה חומות ירושלים. כי בך לבד בטחנו, מלך אל רם ונישא, אדון עולמים. כי מציון תצא תורה, כי מציון תצא תורה, ודבר אדוני מירושלים. ברוך שנתן תורה תורה, ברוך שנתן תורה תורה, לעמו ישראל בקדושתו. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד. אחד אלוהינו, גדול אדוננו, קדוש שמו. גדלו לאדוני איתי, ונרוממה שמו יחדיו. לך אדוני הגדול, ונצח מהאור, כי כל בשמיים ובארץ, כי כל בשמיים ובארץ. לך אדוני הממלכה, ואני נעשה לכל לראש. על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים העולם עומד. על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, על שלושה העולם עומד. על התורה ועל גמילות חסדים, על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים, על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים, על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, שלושה דברים העולם עומד. על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים העולם עומד. על התורה עבוד חסדים, תורה שערים, על דברים העולם על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, על שלושה העולם עומד.
You can be seated.
Don't mind if I do. Oh, wait, no, that's not me. Okay.
So one of the unfortunate things about the printout that you have of Parsha Beshalach is that it looks very different on the Torah text and translation sheet as it looks in the Torah. And you'll see, I'll explain what you'll see in a moment after we're done chanting from the Torah. Because it is a piece of poetry, it's a song, it's very beautiful in the way that it's sung, the rhythm, and also the way that it is calligraphed here in the Sefer Torah. And as is our custom, once a month we always honor those who are celebrating birthdays and anniversaries in this particular month. On my list here, at least of our members, I think there's only 2 of you who are here tonight, so you're gonna have to carry it, very loudly, okay? So, unless I'm missing people who are here. So, Ya'amdu la'aliyah la Torah, for the honor of the Aliyah. At least Sylvia. Oh, yes. All right, you got Riley. There we go. Sylvia, George, and okay. It's okay, Robin. Come on.
It's okay.
It's okay. We got you.
We'll wrap you up. It's okay. Come over to this side. Baruch Adonai Hamorach Leolam Va'ed. Repeat.
Baruch Adonai Hamorach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים, ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני, נותן התורה.
Amen. That was a good rehearsal for tomorrow. אז ישיר משה ובני ישראל את השירה הזאת לאדוני ויאמרו לאמור. השירה לאדוני כי גאו גא סוס ורחבו רמה וים עזי וזמרת יה ויהי לי לישועה זה אלי ואן והוא אלוהי אבי וארוממנו אדוני איש מלחמה אדוני שמו מרכבות פרעה וחיל לא ירה בים ומבחר שלישיו טובו בים סוף תהומות יחסיומו יורדו במצולות כמו אבן ימינך אדוני נדרי בכוח ימינך אדוני תירץ אויב וברוב גאונך תהרוס אפיך נערמו מים ניצבו כמו נד נוזלים קפאו תהומות בלב ים אמר אויב אל דוף אשיג החלק שלל תמלאמו נפשי אריק חרבי תורישמו ידי נספת ורוחך כיסאמו ים צללו כעופרת במים אדירים מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נדר בקודש נורא תהילות אוסף אל ליל. Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר נתן לנו את תורתו.
וחיי עולם נטל בתוכנו.
ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Amen.
How auspicious it is to be able to come to the Torah. You can see exactly what I was talking about in terms of how the Torah is laid out with this particular poem. At this time in the history of our people, according to the text of crossing the Sea of Reeds, beginning on this journey that will take them to the desert for the next 40 years, God leading them with a mighty hand and an outstretched arm. And so that is in our lives. We go forth with strength along the long road sometimes, but with the support of friends and family and God taking us on our way. So on this month when you celebrate your birthdays, some are younger, some are older. What? You know what? All it says on here is the date, not the year. So, right? Exactly. Because I think, Sylvia, you celebrated a milestone birthday this year. Yes, yes, and 80 years old for Sylvia.
Wow.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Exactly. And we know that the joy that you bring to your loved ones, to your parents and grandparents, to your children and grandchildren and spouses is a gift that is beyond measure. And we're so grateful to be able to celebrate with you tonight with these words. Mishaberach Avotenu, Abraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, Ve'imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, Leah. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah. Bless the three of you on the occasion of celebrating your birthdays in this month of January. As you have found nourishment throughout your lives up until the present time, may you continue to be protected and filled with life and happiness, and enjoy many more years of life and blessing. May all of your loved ones rejoice in you, and all of your wishes be fulfilled for good. And let us all say,
Amen.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthdays to you.
You're going to help us. You're going to help us return the Torah, so don't go anywhere. Yeah?
Yes, I think so.
I invite you to please turn to page 370. And please stand if you're able as I lift the Torah, and you can see the Song of the Sea that Cantor Davidson chanted so beautifully. You'll notice in the middle that the words are spread apart from the column. There are a couple of interpretations. One is that these words resemble bricks, like the bricks that the Israelites had to build, stacking one on top of another, but the last ones that they would ever have to build. Or it looks like the splitting of the sea as the words kind of come apart from each other, creating this path through the sea into the wilderness. Either way, what happens at the end of this column are all words of freedom as the Israelites are now completely free, away from the bondage of slavery in Egypt.
התורה אשר שם משה לפני בני ישראל על פי אדוני ביד משה. וזאת התורה, וזאת התורה, וזאת התורה אשר שם משה, וזאת התורה אשר שם משה לפני בני ישראל, לפני בני
Page 374. Yihalelu et Shem Adonai, ki nisgav shemo levado. Let us praise the name of Adonai, for God's name alone is exalted. We pray responsively, joining the last two lines together. When Torah entered the world, freedom entered it. The whole Torah exists only to establish peace.
Its highest teaching is love and kindness. What is hateful to you, do not do to any person.
That is the whole Torah. All the rest is commentary. Go and learn it.
Those who study Torah are the true guardians of civilization. Honoring one another, doing acts of kindness, and making peace. These are our highest duties. But the study of Torah is equal to them all, because it leads to them all. Let us learn in order to teach. Let us learn in order to do. It's chaim hi lamachazikim ba v'tomcheha meushar deracheha darchei noam v'chol netivoteha shalom hashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva Chadesh
seated. After these moments of joy and celebration, we also take a moment to remember those in our lives who are in need of healing of body or mind or spirit. In just a moment, we'll sing the words of Misha Berach, our prayer for healing, and you can find the words in the middle of page 373. However, before we do, if you'd like to stand or get my attention and say aloud the name or names of those for whom you are praying this Shabbat, I invite you to do so now. Laurel?
Davidson, Patton Cyril Wade, Renel Cinco, Cy Arkoff, Sheila Weiss.
Sally Rockoff. For all those named and those whose names we hold in our hearts, we pray together.
Of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Baruch atah Adonai, Rofei HaCholim. Blessed are you, God, whose healing presence is with all those in need. Amen.
Tomorrow is International Holocaust Remembrance Day. And we may not be so attuned to it because in our Jewish communities, we're more accustomed to observing Yom HaShoah, the day to observe, to remember the Shoah, the Holocaust, and also remember all those who fought to resist the Nazis during World War II. But when the United Nations declared January 27th to be International Holocaust Remembrance Day, it was to commemorate the anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz, the most powerful and grotesque symbol of all that transpired during those awful years when 6 million Jews were murdered at the hands of the Nazis and hundreds of thousands of others because they were other to Hitler and to the Nazis. When Elie Wiesel, one of the most powerful spokespeople for not only for Holocaust remembrance, but also for the remembrance of all acts of brutality and atrocity that one people carries out against another. When he spoke at the first International Holocaust Remembrance Day, he spoke of the need to remember all those peoples who were victims of genocide and of that brutality. And by a divine sign, tonight we happen to have a very special guest, someone that came into my life, into the life of our community, about 3 years ago this month. Sosthene is from Kigali, Rwanda, and his daughter and son-in-law, Celine and Innocent, they live here in San Pedro. In fact, their kids, you go to Taper, is that right? Yeah, so they're classmates with Zoe. See, everything comes together. And Sosthene came to Temple Bethel to meet with me because he wanted to meet a child of Abraham. Now, I've never been called a child of Abraham before, but I knew exactly what he meant. Because of his profound faith, he's an Adventist minister in Rwanda, and because he is also someone who comes from a country that suffered the ravages of genocide. For 1994, during 3 short months, the genocide in Rwanda took the lives of 800,000 innocent men, women, and children. Now, Sosthene is a hero, and he's recognized by his government for his heroic actions. In our community, we would call him a righteous Gentile because he was one who risked his life, the life of his family, the life of his community and his church to save 100 members, 104 to be exact, members of the Tutsi tribe. They were the ones who were being attacked by the Hutus. And they were moved from house to house. He'll tell you the story. But the fact that he risked his life and the lives of others to do what is just, right, human, and humane is a tremendous act of courage, and one that I know his country and his people are eternally grateful for. And for us to be able to hear this story, to also, because we are having it recorded, I'm hoping that we can do something with this to disseminate it more widely. And for him to be able to speak to our congregation, because he happens to be in town this month visiting his family. And when I said, "What are you doing on January 26th?" he said, "I'm leaving the next day. I can come and speak to you." And all of these ways that things are coming together. It is a true honor and blessing for our community and for us to welcome Sosthene to our temple and to the Bima with his daughter Celine, who is going to translate to share his story.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Let me just get
Isabato nziza bene Aburahamu.
Happy Sabbath, the children of Abraham.
I'll just get this set up for you, and then let's see, hold on, view. How do we do this? Okay, there we go. So I just, okay.
Kuba ndi hano muri umugoroba w'isabato biranshimishije cyane.
I'm so happy to be here this evening on Sabbath day.
Kandi nshimishijwe no kuba ndi kumwe n'umuryango wanjye nkaba naje kubereka inshuti zanjye.
And I'm happy to be with my family to show them my friends.
Ndagira ngo bahaguruke mubarebe.
I want to ask my family to stand up again.
Niba hari igihe nigeze nishima n'uyu munsi.
If there's ever any time I was happy, it's today.
Kuko ubu ngubu bigaragara yuko turi muri gahunda y'Imana.
It's obvious that we are in the house of God.
Kuba ndi hano muri California kandi mukaba mufite umunsi mukuru wo kwibuka abanyu bazize jenoside.
Being here in California at the same time as you're remembering the Holocaust.
Kandi nanjye nkaba nshaka kubabwira iya jenoside yabaye mu gihugu cy'u Rwanda.
And I'm happy to tell you about the genocide in Rwanda.
Ibi byanyeretse yuko hari Imana dufitiye umugambi.
It's a divine connection and God has a plan for us.
Ne mu gihugu cy'u Rwanda I Kigali muri Afrika.
I live in Kigali, Rwanda, in Africa.
Mu mwaka ku itariki ya 7 z'ukwezi kwa 4 1994.
It was April 7, 1994.
hari imperuka y'isi wari mu Rwanda abirebesha amaso ye.
It looked like the end of the world for everybody who was in Rwanda.
Uko isi yose yarebaga ibyakorerwaga mu Rwanda, ari ababirebaga ku mateleviziyo, ari n'abanyarwanda babirebaga hafi, ari n'ababyumvaga ku maradiyo.
The whole world was looking at what was happening, whether the Rwandans were watching it live, those who were watching TV or listening on radios.
Bose bahindaga umushyitsi.
Everybody was shivering and scared.
Niba hari akaga kabayeho nabonye, nkaba nibaza ko ntateze kubona kandi nkako nakaga nabonye muri 1994.
If there's ever any atrocity that I will ever see in my life, it was that time.
Nabonye abantu bica abandi bapfa ubwoko.
I saw people killing each other because of ethnicity.
Bose bari abanyarwanda.
They were all Rwandans.
Ariko harimo amoko abiri yashyamiranye, Abahutu n'Abatutsi.
But there were two different ethnic groups, the Hutu and the Tutsi.
Abo bombi uko ari babiri, Abahutu barahagurutse batangira kutemagura Abatutsi.
So the Hutus just started killing all the Tutsi.
Muzi jambo bababwiraga?
Do you know what they were telling them?
Imana yabatanze.
God abandoned you and delivered you to be killed.
Ninde waravuganye n'Imana kugira ngo amenye ko Imana yatanze Abatutsi?
Who has spoken to God so they would know that God delivered the Tutsi into their hands?
Abayoboraga leta y'icyo gihe barahagurutse babwira Abahutu bati mugende mulya ibyabo mubifate byose kandi mubice kuko Imana yabatanze.
The leaders told all the Hutus, they said, go take everything that they have and kill them because God has delivered them to your hands.
Intwaro bakoreshaga,
You know what they used?
hari intwaro za gakondo, imiheto, imihoro, amasuka.
They used all machetes, they used bow and arrow, they used hose, anything they can use from their traditional weapons.
Bari bafite n'amagrenade, bari bafite n'imbunda n'amasasu.
They had guns and grenades as well.
Bari bafite ibintu byinshi by'ubwicanyi.
They had all different kinds of weapons. Just
Wabonaga umuntu afata undi akamwica batagira icyo bapfa ukibaza uko byagenze.
You would see somebody coming and just kill somebody else and they have no problems between the two. And you were just wondering what happened.
Nabonye abantu barimo bicana kandi batagira icyo bapfa bari batuwe babana neza bakundana.
I saw people who used to be good friends just starting killing each other.
nabonye abantu bategeka abandi kwica abagore babo ngo n'abatutsikazi.
I saw people giving orders to men to kill their wives just because they were Tutsi. Their wives were Tutsi.
Iyo wabaga ufite warashatse uri umuhutu warashatse umututsikazi noneho mukaba mwarabyaranye abana barebaga abana basa n'umugore nabo bategekaga umugabo kwica umugore we akica nabo bana basa n'umugore we.
So if a Hutu was married to a Tutsi wife, he would be ordered to kill the wife and all the children who look like Tutsis.
Ngaya mahano n'amarorerwa yabaga mu Rwanda.
That was the terrible chaos that was happening in the country.
Iyo abatutsi bahungaga bakaza ukabahisha.
So when the Tutsi would come to you so you can hide them,
hariho itegeko rimwe gusa.
There was only one law.
Iyo bagufatanaga umututsi umwe nibura,
if they found even one Tutsi in your house,
bagutegekaga kumwica ukamucukurira ukamuhamba.
They would order you to kill them and bury them by yourself. You dig and bury them on your own.
Noneho warangiza ukabaha ibyitunze byose barangiza bakakwicarana n'umuryango wawe.
And then you would give them everything that you own and they would kill you in turn and your family.
Icyo nicyo gihano cy'umuhutu wahishe umututsi.
That was a punishment for a Hutu who was hiding a Tutsi.
Ntabwo byari byoroshye.
It was never easy.
Byari bikomeye cyane.
It was very, very difficult.
Bavandimwe, iyo nteze amatwi iyo nsomye amateka y'ibyabaye Hitler n'abanazi barimo bica abayuda.
So when I read the story about what happened between Hitler killing the Jews,
numva biteye ubwoba cyane.
It's so scary.
Ariko nabizana nabihuza n'igihugu cyacu cy'u Rwanda cyari gikennye kidafite n'ibikoresho byo kurwanisha.
But when I compare with my country that was poor, they didn't even have weapons.
Ngasanga ibyo bifitanye isano.
I see that they're all related. All the atrocity was similar.
Genocide mu gihugu cy'u Rwanda yabaye iminsi 100 gusa.
Genocide in the country was only for 100 days.
Ariko yari imaze guhitana abantu bagera kuri miliyoni.
But it killed almost 1 million people.
Murumva amarorerwa abereye mu Rwanda.
You can, imagine what happened in the country.
Ibyo byose ni imigambi itegurwa na Satani ashaka kugira ngo yoreke abatuye isi.
That all came from Satan trying to show his power to the world.
Icyatumye rero nshaka kuganira namwe nuko nukubera ikibazo cy'ubutwari bw'abantu bemeraga kunyura muri ibyo bigeragezo bagahita muri uwo muraba bakabasha guhisha abantu.
So what exciting news I had for you today is that there was a lot of people who chose to sacrifice themselves to help the Tutsi.
Nubwo hari amategeko akarishye ariko niyemeje je n'umuryango wanjye twiyemeje gutanga ubuzima bwacu kugira ngo tubashe gufasha abahigwaga.
Even though the consequences were so great, my family and I, we decided to help those who were targeted to be killed.
Ntabwo twabafashije tuzi yuko natwe tuzabaho ariko twari tuzi ko tuzapfa ariko tugapfa dukoze neza.
We didn't know that we would survive, but we decided if we're going to die, we die after we do good.
Bavandimwe, isi dutuye ifite ibibazo.
This world has so many problems.
Kubona abantu bahaguruka maze bakica abandi ntacyo bapfa bakabatsembaho bakarya ibyabo bakabica mu buryo buteye ubwoba ibyo byari bitangaje cyane.
So for people who were friends to just come and start killing their friends and take all their belongings without any single reason, that was so scary.
Ngaruka inyuma gatoya ku itariki ya 7 z'ukwezi ku itariki ya 22 z'ukwezi kwa 4 niho abantu ba mbere batangiye kugera iwanjye abantu barindwi.
If I go back a little bit, on April 22nd, that's when the first 7 people came to my house.
baraza barambwira ngo Sostene turakwaka ubuhungiro.
They came and they were so scared. They say, Sosten, we need you to hide us.
Numvise bintunguye cyane
I was so shocked.
kuko nababajije nti icyambere yewe sindi umusirikare
First of all, I'm not a soldier.
sindi n'umutunzi ngo mfite ubutunzi bwinshi nzabutanga mbarwaneho.
I don't have a lot of money to be able to pay ransom for you.
Simfite n'umuryango munini ngo nzabarwanaho.
I don't have a huge family to be able to protect you.
Noneho icyari gikomeye nari umuhutu kandi bicwaga n'abahutu.
And most of all, I was a Hutu and they're being killed by Hutus.
Cyari ikibazo rero.
It was a big problem.
Ariko kubera imbaraga y'Imana,
But because of the power of God,
nibajije impamvu abo bantu baje kunyaka ubuhungiro.
I just wondered why the people came to me for
Muzicyo
help.
nabashubije?
Do you know what I answered?
Niba Uwiteka yabemereye ubuhungiro ndabubahaye.
If God allowed you to have that refuge with me, I'll give it to you.
Abantu batangira kuva imihanda yose y'igihugu.
People started coming from all different parts of the country.
Bakaza amajoro yose bakaza bakazi wanjye.
They would come nights and days coming to my home.
Nta muntu wabayoboraga ngo wabwire ngo nimujye kwa Sostene ahubwo n'umwuka w'Imana.
Nobody told them you should go to Sosten's house, but the Holy Spirit was leading them.
Noneho bamaze kugera iwanjye, noneho nanjye ntangira gufata umuryango wanjye mugira inama kuko byari biteye ubwoba cyane washoboraga kubyemera ariko umugore wawe n'abana bawe nibatabyemeye ntibishoboke.
Then I started gathering my family so we can have an understanding and agreement, because if I decide to do that and they don't, it will not be possible.
Mbinjiza mu cyumba ndababwira nti dusenge.
I took them to a room and we prayed.
Turasenga.
We prayed.
Turangije noneho ndababaza nti mbese ko niyemeje gufasha aba bantu barimo bahigwa nubwo nanjye nzapfa natwe tuzapfa namwe murabyemeye.
So I asked them, I decided to help these people. Even though we might die, do you support me to do this?
Maze ngira amahirwe nabo nsanga umwuka w'Imana yabakoresheje bati turabyemeye.
I was fortunate enough when they responded, yes, we're going to help.
Ubwo natangiye akazi rero ko guhisha abantu.
Then I started my work to help people.
Abantu bakaza bati turapfuye, bamwe bakaza babatemye, abandi bakaza bakubise, abandi bakaza bambaye ubusa, ariko nkagerageza nkahisha. Noneho amahirwe nagize.
Some came with blood, with the, they almost killed them. The machetes, they're bleeding, they're naked, they have all different kinds of problems, but I try my best to help.
Nagize amahirwe atangaje cyane kuko abantu abizera twari turanye b'itoro ryanjye bari abantu beza bafite umwuka w'Imana.
And the Lord walked through all the believers from my church, and they all embraced my decision to help, and they helped me.
Nkagenda nkambwira nti mbabarira umishira abantu rwose dore barashaka kubica rwose.
So I will go to one family and say, hey, please take this person in because they're going to kill them.
Nkabona arabyemeye.
And they would embrace it and take them in.
Ijuru rihabwa icyubahiro.
And heaven have glory.
Nshuti z'Imana.
Friends of God.
Mu minsi 40 n'amajoro 40 mubare bene Abrahamu muzicyo bisobanura umubare 40.
So for 40 days, and you children of Abraham, you know the meaning of 40. For 40 days and 40 nights.
Nari mfite abatutsi 104.
I had 104 Tutsi at my place.
Ngereka mbabwire bamwe ibibazo bagize, bamwe mu bagize ibibazo bikomeye cyane, mwumva ukuntu Imana ari kumwe natwe.
I'll tell you some of them and how they had some great testimonies.
Ku mugoroba umwe nagiye kumva numva amafirimbi aravuza cyane n'ingoma ziravuze ngo muteranire hepfo yo kwa Sostene.
One day I heard whistles and drums screaming and saying, "Oh, we all need to go to Sosten's house."
Abantu bose baraza benshi cyane.
Big crowds of people came.
ngo bari baje gukora inama kugira ngo baterane basake agasozi ntuyeho ko bari bazi ko ngahisha abatutsi.
So they wanted to search the entire village where I lived to see if they knew for sure I had
Bese
Tutsis.
ibyo bavugaga barabeshyaga cyangwa byari byo?
Do you think it was true or not?
Byari byo.
It was true. They knew.
Uwo munsi ntabwo nari nagize amahirwe yo kumenya yuko bari buze kunsaka ngo mpabakure mbajyana ahandi.
So that day it came to surprise because I didn't know to take all these people from the village to different places.
Icyajyaga gukurikiraho ni ugutemba kw'imivu y'amaraso.
What was going to be next is just blood running everywhere.
Maze konseye ajya imbere ati baturage mwese ati ikitumye mbahamagara nkabateranya ati nuko amaze iminsi barega sositene ko yisha abatutsi ati none ndashaka kugira ngo mumfashe dushura abatutsi tubice.
So the councilman of that village said, you know, all of you, I gathered you here because I have been hearing noises that Sosten has Tutsi. I want to resolve that problem here. I was filled with the Holy Spirit, so I was not shaken. And I raised my hand. And I said, Mr. Councilman,
mugize neza kuba muje gusaka ngo murebe koko ibyo bavuga abaturage bavuga ari byo kuri.
I embrace your decision to come and search my home.
Nyamara mfite ikibazo.
But I have a problem.
Aba bantu bose uko mwabazanye kuza gusaka.
All these people you gathered here to come search.
Harimo ingegera nyinshi cyane n'abajura.
Many of them they steal and they rob.
Barashaka kugira ngo bajya mu mazu yacu ngo bagiye gusa bitwaza ko bagiye gusaka abatutsi ariko bareba aho tubika ibintu byacu bazagaruka kubyiba.
They're just looking for opportunities to enter our homes and see where we keep our precious stuff so they can come back later on to steal it.
Maze ngira amahirwe muri iryo teraniro harimo abakungu benshi nuko noneho bakoma mashyi cyane bati nibyo.
So all the rich people who are in that group, they applaud and they say, yeah, that's a good idea. No, we don't want that to happen to our homes. That's how God ended that plan to search my village. And the councilman stood up and said,
ntabwo nshaka ibintu birimo amakimbirane nimutahe nzitoraniriza abantu bazaze gusaka muri zingo.
I want you to go home now. I'll make a decision and figure out a way to do it better. And the God of heaven may be glorified.
Reka mbabwire iby'umupastor umwe wayoboye itorero ry'Abadiventiste mu Rwanda hose.
There was one pastor who was a president of all the entire church of Seventh-day Adventists in Rwanda.
Uwo mpasitoro umunsi yampamagayeho kujya ku itariki ya 22.
One day on April 22nd he called me.
Yari ari kuri listi ya mbere ku rupapuro ari uri kuri listi wa mbere mu bantu 100 bagombaga kwicwa umunsi.
So he was the first one on the list of 100 people who were going to be killed that day.
Maze uwo mpasitoro noneho arantumira ndagenda arabintekereza.
So the pastor called me in and said, told me the problem.
Niwe wabanje kumbwira ngo aransaba ubuhungiro.
So he was the first one to ask for a hiding place.
Namushubije bya bibazo bya bisubizo nahoze mbabwira.
I told him exactly what the problems were.
Ariko nyuma naje kumubwira noneho ashaka umuntu amaheka ku ipikipiki amujyane wanje hari muri kilometero 10.
So I then asked him to find somebody else to bring him on a motorcycle to my house.
Igitangaza cya mbere.
The first miracle.
Bageze kuri bariyeri y'Ikenya yicaga abantu.
So when they arrived at the roadblocker.
Maze warutwaye ipikipiki kwera umuhutu.
Because the motorcycle driver was a Hutu.
Niwe barebaga mu maso.
That's who the face they saw.
Ntabwo barebaga uw'inyuma.
They didn't see the pastor who was sitting in the back.
Nuko ageze kuri bariyeri bahita bakingura ati n'umuhutu.
When he arrived at the roadblock, they just opened it and say, "Oh, that's a Hutu, let them go."
Ageze imbere babona ahetse umututsi.
And when right after he passed, they saw the Tutsi behind.
Bavuze induru bati hagarara undi kuko yiruka cyane ntiyabyumva.
And they yelled and said, "Stop, stop!" But he was just gone. He didn't hear it.
Bava kuri iyo bariyeri noneho baramukurikira bati reka tugende tumukurikira bagenda bavuze induru hanyuma noneho bahagarara ku kagezi gare bavuga ati tugiye guhagarara hangaha kiriya kimotari nikiza kitazanye uriya mututsi kiratubwira aho kimushyize nikitahatubwira tumwice
So they ran and went and stood by a brook that was by the road, and they waited for him to come back.
ubwo bariyeri bari bayishyize yonyine ari bose bikubiye aho ngo bategereje kugira ngo baze kumubaza aho ashyize rugero inyange hanyuma bamwice.
So they left the roadblock. Nobody was there because they're waiting for the guy to come back.
ageze muhira amaze kumugeza imuhira abaza madamu ati nta kandi kayira umuntu yanyinamo atagombye gusubiza iriya.
So he arrived at my house. He asked my mom and said, "Is there another way to go back without passing the same road I came by?"
ati yego karahari ati komereza hari we gusubira hari.
She showed him another way.
maze aragenda agera kuri bariyeri bo bari kuri kakagezi aratambuka arikomeza arambuka aragenda.
By the time they were still waiting by the brook, he came and roadblock was free and he just passed.
urupfa bararutsinze.
And that's how he crossed and he wasn't killed.
mbese mwumva imikorere y'umwuka w'Imana.
Can you imagine how the Holy Spirit works?
undi munsi
Another day,
nigeze numva yuko mu mujyi wa Ruhango nari ntuye kuri kilometero 10 uvuye mu mujyi wa Ruhango mu giturage, noneho n'intera hamwe ziravuga ngo zizaza gusaka iwanjye ngo gempisha abatutsi ngo ahubwo ngo intera hamwe ziwacu ndazigurira ngo niyo mpamvu ngo nta bututsi urikirwa iwanjye.
So another day, the Interahamwe from a different city, like 10 kilometers away from my house, they said, "Oh, that old man, all the Interahamwe in his village, he gives them money, they can't do anything to him." So they decided to come and bring a different troop.
umuntu araza aranyongorera ati Sostene ati ejo intera hamwe ziza kusaka abatutsi barahangaha.
And somebody came and told me that, "Oh, tomorrow another group of Interahamwe is coming."
mu gihe cya saa 11 nuko mfata uwo mugabo rugerenya n'umupasoro nuko ndamujyana muri metero 500 njya kubariho muhisha.
So early in the morning I took the pastor and took him in a 500 meters away from my house.
hakurya yaho hari umugore wazindutse w'indaya wazindutse kubura.
There was a woman who saw us from afar.
aratubona
And he saw us.
agenda yirukanka maze abwira intera hamwe ati kwa kanaka haje umututsi Sostene hazanye.
So the woman went to tell the Interahamwe that she saw Sostene bringing a Tutsi to that place.
nuko aramufata tugende ujya kunyereka maze baraza bahageze bati duhe umututsi Sostene azanye hano.
So the Interahamwe took her and said, "Come and show me." And they arrived and they say, "Oh, come show us the Tutsi who just came here."
ntawe
And they said, "No, there's nobody here."
nawe ngo nutamuduha ngo mu mahoro ngo turakwica nitumusaka tukamugusangana.
So if you don't tell us now, if we search and we find the Tutsi, you're going to be killed with him.
yihagarara hati ntawe mfite.
He just said, "No, I don't have anybody here."
intera hamwe ibwira wa mugore iti sigara umurinze hano muri rugo noneho jyewe ngiye kuzana intera hamwe nyinshi tuze tumwice.
So the Interahamwe left and said to the woman, "Stay here and guard, make sure this Tutsi doesn't leave. I'll go bring another group of us to kill them."
noneho baza kubimbwiraho nandi ku rusengero hari ku isabato bambwira yuko bati pastor bagiye kumwica ati kuko noneho bamenya aho ari.
So it was a Sabbath, I was at church. Somebody came and told me they're going to kill the pastor because they know where he is.
nari mfite abantu batatu b'inyangamugayo natoranyije.
I had 3 people who were honest with me.
bahoraga bakurikiranye bacunga umutekano w'abo bantu.
They would always spy and tell me what's going on.
noneho mfata umwe nti genda ushaka ukuntu ukiza pastor.
I asked one of them, "Go and find ways to get the pastor out of there."
aragenda afata ikote cya kashipusiyeri afata n'ikigofero nuko ajya muri urwo rugo.
So he went and took a long coat and a cowboy hat and went to that home.
ahageze nuko noneho kuko hagenda yigira mu nzu yo mu rugo.
He just went because he was familiar with that place, and he just
niyo
went inside.
niyo pastor ahagazemo.
And then he found the pastor.
noneho umugore nyiri urugo noneho abibonye abwira wa mugore ati ngwino nkwihere umusuru winywere tukomeze uburinzi bwawe.
So the wife of that family noticed that what was happening. she went and asked that woman who was guarding the Tutsi and said, come inside, I'll give you a drink, then you go back and continue your work.
amwinjiza mu nzu amwihera agasuru ari inywera.
And when she took her inside and gave her a drink,
wa mugabo nawe yambika pastor ikote n'ikigofero aramusohokana barigendera.
So that was the opportunity for the pastor to be dressed in the coat and cowboy hats, and they left.
Interahamwe zije zigeze aho ngaho
When the
zije
group of
kureba
Interahamwe
pastor
came,
nuko zirasaka ziramubura.
They searched and he was not there.
Mbega urukundo rw'Imana.
That was, the love of God.
Mbega urukundo rw'Imana.
Oh, the love of God.
Imana dukunda inshuti z'Imana.
God loves us.
Bana b'Abrahamu.
Children of Abraham.
Bana ba Isaka.
Children of Isaac.
Bana ba Yakobo.
Children of Jacob.
Dufite Imana ikomeye.
We have a great God.
Imana ishobora byose.
God all powerful.
Imana itegeka byose.
God who governs over
Imana
everything.
ituma byose bibaho.
God who makes everything
Ntigira
possible.
ikinanira.
Nothing is impossible to him.
Reka mbabwire iby'undi mugore ubu arategeka arayobora mu byerekeye inyigisho z'u Rwanda muri Minisiteri y'Uburezi y'u Rwanda.
Another woman, she's now a great leader in the education department in Rwanda.
Interahamwe zaraje zirantungura mu gitondo zihagarara ku muryango numva zirakomanze zikingura.
One morning Interahamwe came and I was surprised. I didn't know they were coming.
Kandi uwo mudamu twari turi kumwe mu nzu muri salo.
And I was with that woman in the living room.
Nibaza ukuntu ndi ubigenze biranyobera nuko ndamufata nagize amahirwe yo kuba yari mugufiya nuko ndamufata muhisha munsi y'intebe.
So I just looked around to see what I can do. Fortunately, she was short, so I took her and put her under the sofa. And he just went and sat on the sofa. And they came and said, good morning, Sosten. Oh, they told us you're hiding some people here. Where are they? And I said, go to the bedrooms and look everywhere. They went and searched everywhere. And the Holy Spirit blinded them. They just left. That's the love of God. That's the love of God. And there was another teacher who was at my house. He was 2 meters, over 6 feet tall. And when they came to search the house, he was at my house, and I didn't know what to do.
Ariko mukanya gatoya Imana bazanye ibitekerezo muri je nuko ndamuvanamo mushyira munsi y'igitanda hari njoro mushyira munsi y'igitanda yarandyamyemo kuko ari muremure yagisumbaga amaguru ndamubwira ayareketse n'igitanda umutwe uri ahinguka hariya je nicare hejuru y'umutwe.
So this time it was at night and he was sleeping, but he was too tall for the bed. And I asked him to go under the bed again, but his legs were over the bed. So I said, don't put your feet by the bed, but your head, I'll cover it.
Baje mbohereza mu byumba bafata amasitimu bajya kumurika mu byumba hose barakingura mbwira umugore arabakingurira barasaka hose nuko baheba umuntu.
Again, I asked my wife and said, go help them search. They had flashlights and looked everywhere, and they left. Our God is love. Our God is love. And nothing is impossible for our God. Nothing is heavy for him.
None se abayuda ko babishebwo miliyoni 6 mu nama ya kabiri y'isi yose.
So they killed the Jews, more than 6 million during the Second War. Can you imagine now the children of Abraham are everywhere in the world? That's the love of God. The love of God.
Reka mbabwire inkotanyi zimaze gufata umujyi wa Ruhango.
Sorry. Okay, so when after the Inkotanyi took over the city of Ruhango,
abasirikare b'u Rwanda babohoje u Rwanda barewe na Perezida Kagame.
so the group that was led by President Kagame,
Bamaze gufata umujyi wa Ruhango,
after they took over the city of Ruhango,
nibajije ukuntu mbasha kubageraho kugira ngo baze gutwara abo bantu.
I wondered how I would be able to communicate with them so they can come and take the Tutsi I was hiding.
Sinabashaga kugenda na metero 100 ngo mbaho ngaho kuwo musozi kuko natinyaga yuko babanyica.
I could not leave that village because I knew for sure they would come and kill them.
Nabaga niteguye igihe cyose yuko icyo baramutse bavumba umuntu icyo bansaba cyose nayitanga ariko umuntu akaba.
I was always ready that if they find somebody, whatever they ask, I would give it to them.
Nuko noneho mpamagara abantu bamwe mu bantu nari mpishe ndababwira nti ngaho nimwitoremo umuntu turebe umuntu utinyuka akajya guhamagara inkotanyi kugira ngo zitabare.
So I asked some of the Tutsi I was hiding who can be brave to help me get to Ruhango.
Bose baratinye cyane.
Everybody was so scared.
Habonekamwo umugore umwe.
There was one woman
wahungiye iwanjye afite uruhinja rw'ukwezi kumwe,
who was hiding at my house with a baby of 1 month old.
Noneho aravuga ati jewe ndemera kujya guhamagara abasirikare badutabara.
She said, I decide to go and call them.
Ntoya nawe batakwica, bakwiciye umugabo n'umwana nawe batakwica.
I said, no, they killed your husband already and your child. I don't want to see you dying
Atoya
again.
ndagenda.
She insisted she wants to go.
Uragenza ute?
And I asked her, how are you going to do it?
Ati ngiye gufata imyenda y'ibicocoro nambare.
I'm going to dress up in ragged clothes.
Inuka.
Stinky clothes.
Ati hanyuma nimara kuyambara mfata agafuka ngatereye mu bitugu.
Then I'll take like an old bag sack.
Ati ningera kuri bariyeri ndabwira ko ati kandi dore jewe mfite amahuru asa n'abahutu.
And she said, look at me, my nose is like Hutus.
Ati ndi namugufi nk'abahutu.
And I'm short like the Hutus.
Ati noneho ndagenda kandi ndabageraho.
I'll go and I'll be fine.
Afata agafuka ke.
And she took the bag.
Aragenda yambara icocoro.
And with those ragged clothes.
Afata agafuka ke aragenda.
And then she went.
Ageze kuri bariyeri ya mbere.
And she arrived at the first roadblock.
Babazanye inkota baje kumutera.
And they come with swords to kill her.
Baturajya hehe?
And they say, where are you going, you Tutsi? She's like, no, I'm not a Tutsi. No, me, I'm a Hutu. I'm just running away from the Tutsi. You see my bag? I'm going around asking for food for me and my child. And they say, oh, go. Keep going. And here she arrived to the second roadblock. And they brought the clubs to kill her. She said, I'm not a Tutsi, I'm a Hutu. Look at me and look at my nose.
Ati naka gafuka mfite nako ngiye nasabiramo ibyo kurya byo kuntungana n'umwana.
And look at my bag, I'm going around asking for food so I can go to it. And they said, no, keep going.
Aragenda abwira abasirikare maze ku isa 11 abasirikare 40 barantabara. Twari tumeze twabonaga nk'abamarayika baje kuducunga.
Until she arrived and she came back with 40 soldiers who came to take us away. It was like a deliverance day. And they came and said, Sosten. Is it you? Where are the people they said you're hiding? I'll go get them. I'll go to one house and bring them. I'll go to the bushes and bring some. I'll go to the banana trees and bring some. And I put them all over the mountain. And they were like, oh, these are beautiful Tutsis.
atahandi turagenda bakatwereka utwana tw'udukobwa babohoje bakatubeshya ngo ni abantu bahishe.
And some places we go, we find only little kids, and they say this is all we can have.
ati dore ko atariko dore abantu aho bari.
But now look where the people
ati
have
iyo
been.
haramuka habonetse abahutu 10 nibura mu Rwanda bahishe abantu bangana batya ati u Rwanda rwabagarukira u Rwanda.
If we had at least 10 Hutus in the country who were able to hide this many people, we would still have a good country.
Nuko ubwo barambwira bati urashaka ko tukumara iki?
And they say, what do you want us to do for you?
Mumpungisha n'umuryango wanjye.
I said, I'm coming with you. I can't stay here
Kuna kindi nkeneye.
because I don't need anything else.
babwira abakada babo bati mugende muguru ati mumfate ibintu byose mwikorere mushore n'inka.
They said to the cadets, they say, go get everything he has so we can take
nari
it.
mfite inka 8 abadage bari baraje kwigisha ibyo guhinga no korora mu Rwanda bari baranyetse uburyo zororwa.
So I had 8 cows.
Imikamwa maritiro 30.
I had 8 cows, and it was a special project for
izo nka 8 zose
all of them.
nazisize mu nzu
I just left,
n'ibintu byose
and everything in the house.
mitungo yanjye ndababwira nti niba Imana yabimpaye izongera imibindi.
And I said, God gave it to me. I'm sure He'll give me
icyo
more.
nshaka ni ukugira ngo nkize amagara yanjye.
I just need my life.
kuko natinyaga yuko interahamwe zindi n'abasirikare batsinzwe ku rugamba rwa mbere baza gushoza intambara kwa abasirikare noneho bigatuma hagira umuntu apfa kandi aribyo nangaga.
I was afraid that more people would die if I stayed there.
nuko noneho ubwo baraduhungisha ibyo hashize umunsi umwe gusa barazafata inka zanjye bazirya ibintu byanjye barasahura iki byose barampiga ngo bibwira ko nkiraho ariko Imana yari yankijije.
So that after we left, that was June 1st, the day we left. And the next day they came and took everything. They killed all the cows and took everything in my house.
amakuru yanjye ni menshi reka ndekeraho.
My story is too long. I have to end it.
kuko ni maremare cyane.
It's a long, very long story.
nzabwira aba bana babampere amakuru arambuye yose.
I'll ask these kids of mine to tell you more stories.
noneho mwashe gusa icyo ikinshimishije nuko inzozi zanjye maranye iminsi uyu munsi zirarototse.
What I'm happy for today is that all my dreams came true today.
je nkunda Abisirayeli.
I love Israelites.
je nkunda Abisirayeli.
I love Jews.
je nkunda Abisirayeli.
I love Israelites.
muri 1998
In 1998,
jewe niyemeje gufata umutungo wanjye nari mfite njya gusura igihugu cya Israel.
I decided to take from the little I had to have a ticket to go to Israel.
nta kintu cyanshimishije nko kubona ngeze ku kibuga cya Bill Gideon.
I was so happy when I arrived at the airport of Bill Gideon.
maze bakambwira bati hano hakurya ni ku butaka bwera.
And they said, this is the Holy Land.
ku butaka bwera nagezeyo.
I arrived at the Holy Land.
kandi n'ubu jewe igitekerezo cyanjye ni icyizero cyanjye nuko nzaba muri Kanani yo mu ijuru.
And my dream and my hope and trust is that I'll be in the heavenly Canaan.
umunsi umwe nanjye nzaherwa muri Aburahamu umugisha.
One day, I will be blessed through Abraham,
kuko ari amasezerano y'Imana.
because that's a promise of God.
Itangiriro igice cya 12 umurongo wa mbere kugeza wa 3.
Genesis 12, verse 1 through 3.
Imana yasezeraniye Aburahamu iti
God promised Abraham,
reka nze masome.
I'll read it for you.
ni igitabo nkunda cyane.
That's a book I love so much.
Uwiteka ategeka Aburahamu ati va mu gihugu cyanyu usige umuryango wanyu n'inzu ya so.
And the Lord told Abraham, leave the country, your country, and go with all your family.
ujye mu gihugu nzakwereka.
And we'll go to the country I will show you.
nzaguhindura ubwoko bukomeye.
I'll make you a great nation.
mwari muzi ko muri ubwoko bukomeye.
Do you know you're a great nation?
muri bihangange.
You are strong.
muri bihangange.
You are heroes.
umugisha n'uwanyu.
The blessings are all yours
kuko nimwe imana yatoranije amahanga yose yo mu isi
because God chose you among all nations.
maze iravuga iti nzaguha umugisha
I'll bless you.
mwari muzi yuko umugisha wose ari uwanyu
Did you know all the blessings belong to you?
nzogeza izina ryawe
I'll make your name great.
uzakuvuma nzamuvuma
Whoever will curse you will be cursed.
amahanga yabamereye nabi nayo yamerewe nabi kubera mwebwe
All the nations that were not good to you, they had problems too.
maze arakomeza ati kandi nzaha umugisha abakwifuriza umugisha
I'll bless those who bless you.
uzakuvuma nzamuvuma uzakuvuma nzamuvuma
Whoever curses you, they'll be cursed.
kandi muri wowe nimwe imiryango yose yo mu isi izaherwa umugisha
And through you, that's where all the nations will be blessed.
mwari muzi ko batuye amoko atuye isi yose azaherwa umugisha muri aburahamu
Did you know that all the nations will be blessed through Abraham?
ubu ndi inshuti yanyu
I am your friend.
murakoze imana ibahe umugisha
Thank you, and God bless you.
Wow. There's a part of me that wants to learn how to read Genesis chapter 12, 1 through 3, in your language to my people. That would be an amazing feat for me to master. So Sen, thank you for being here and for sharing your story. And for Celine for translating so ably, thank you very much. And for Innocent for bringing your father-in-law to us. And David and Corinne, it's nice to see you here. And thank you for being with your mom and dad and your grandparents. And Christine, Susen's wife, who is very much, all of the family, part of this incredible and miraculous story of bravery, heroism, courage, and of course, much divine intervention. Just those who want to learn more just about the history of the genocide in Rwanda. A number of years ago, one of the probably the best books I've ever read. I gotta get the exact name. It was called by Philip Gorovich. We wish to inform you that tomorrow we will be killed with our families. Stories from the Rwandan genocide. Came out probably about 15 years ago or so. Very powerful book. It was actually where I first started learning more about the genocide in Rwanda. And also a professor and friend of mine, Timothy Longman, who studied and did his training here in America, but has always been, his focus has been on Africa and specifically Rwanda, even before, in the early 90s, wrote a book that came out recently called Memory and Justice in Post-Genocide Rwanda. So if you just like a couple of book recommendations to learn more, please see me afterwards. And of course, Sen will be available to talk and answer questions and carry on the conversation a little bit more after we end our service in just a few minutes, just a few more minutes. Do you want to invite Steve Skoll, who has been representing the Board of Directors on the BEMA, to share some brief announcements.
Okay. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
It's my pleasure to be here this evening representing the Board of Directors. Many thanks to my beautiful wife for hosting our Oneg Shabbat tonight in honor of our granddaughter Sarah becoming Bat Mitzvah tomorrow morning. Please remember to visit the Sisterhood gift shop following our service. We have a lot of great activities coming up, and we hope to see you at many of them. Please join us for the Rosewood concert featuring our own Grant Perry on Saturday, February 3rd, 4 p.m. at TBE. All proceeds will benefit our Torah school. Tickets are $18 for adults, and children are free. RSVP to carry, please, in the TBE office. Our Taos lecture series continues with Rabbi Ed Feinstein on Wednesday, February 14th. It will be a lunch and learn beginning at 11:45. Tickets include lunch, lecture, drinks, and dessert. Please pay through the finance office and look in your handout for more activities. And lastly, please join us for a wonderful program designed to help you understand the pre-planning process with our friends at Green Hills Memorial Park. Our own temple congregant, Nellie Igdal, will be running this program on Sunday, February 4th at 9:30 here at the temple. She will review the pre-planning process and answer any questions you might have. Please RSVP for this program with Carrie in the TB office. And if I can talk to you tomorrow, if you want more information about our temple, please see me during the Oneg Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom.
Our concluding prayers begin on page 586. Please stand if you are able.
עלינו לשבח לדוד הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו גילויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
Please be seated. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our loved ones, those of our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. If you are observing the recent death of a loved one, remembering someone, or are observing the Yortzeit, the anniversary for a loved one, when I recite that person's name, please stand and remain standing until all the names have been shared. And together we will stand as one community to recite Kaddish Yatom, the mourner's Kaddish, on page 598. Earlier today, Vivian Cohn, the last first cousin of Marty Spiegel, passed away, and we hold her and Marty in our thoughts and prayers. We continue to observe Shaloshim, the first 30 days of remembrance for Kirsten Stempel, and we remember those who died at this season in years past, whose Yortzeiten fell this past week, and whom we remember by name tonight. Henry Adler, Sophie Anderson, Jack Brickman, Kenneth Brunner, Jean Birch, Rose Feldman-Burka, Concepcion Carpio, Juanita Colson, Eleanor Cook, Muriel Dickey. We remember on this Shabbat Shirah, the Yortzeit of the great contributor to the Jewish musical canon in the Reform movement and beyond, Debbie Friedman. We also remember Phyllis Gainan, Jenny Gallant, Leslie Goldenberg, Galeado Gonzalez, Abraham Karp, Robert Kenevan, Mac Kotkin, Lori Ann Kramer-Yaminsky, Daniel Levin, Sidney Liebling, Minnie Mackin, Julia Morris, Edith Ostrom, Mark Allen Resnick, Sidney Richards, Irving, Robbie Robinson, Libby Salk, Ann Scher, Dorothy Shipman, Rosalind Shore, Dorothy Schwiro, Belle Smoller, David Stein, Rosamond Charlotte Valenzuela, and Lorraine Wall. If you're remembering someone this Shabbat and I neglected to share the name, please stand and share the name aloud. Thank you.
Theodore Dinnerstein.
Thank you. Zichronam Livracha, may their memories be for a blessing. Please stand if you're able as we join as one community of mourners. Page 598. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, v'alma divrach irutei v'amlich malchutei, v'chaye echon v'yom echon uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael, v'agala v'zman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevorach le'olam ulamei amaya, yitbarach v'yish tabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnasei, v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'richu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say, Amen.
Amen.
You can put your Siddurim, your prayer books down, and reach out to one another. We conclude with Oseh Shalom.
Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol ha'olam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom.
We'll say a quick motzi up here on the bima.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.